So I get this YouTube comment and it reads pretty much verbatim, "To be honest, I hate watching AI videos, and that's all you post anymore. Kind of has turned me away from your channel." First off, I appreciate the comment. Seriously. I may not always agree, but I always listen. Let me give you my side of the story. Let me show you what most people don't understand about AI. And by the end of this video, one of two things will happen. You'll either change your perspective or you'll reinforce your concern. AI isn't a trend. It's a permanent fixture. And as this technology accelerates, understanding it isn't optional, it's essential. Because you can reference Sarah Connor till you're blue in the face, but the train's already left the station. And at this point in time, it couldn't turn around even if it wanted to. Now here's where we start separating facts from feelings. Of my last 6 videos, 4 were not AI. Just me talking to the camera, same format I've used for years. Here's where it gets amusing. People think AI videos are some lazy shortcut. Like I just push a button and within seconds it creates this literary masterpiece that can't help get but millions of views. And all of that's happening while I sip coffee, take a shower, and apply my makeup. That's cute. But it's also blatant ignorance. And we're all guilty of being ignorant about thousands of topics. It's not a derogatory label. The truth, AI videos take me at least 5 times longer to produce than the standard talking head version. And I've had multiple AI videos that have taken me over 120 hours to create from start to finish. And from that, you as the viewer see a 4-minute video. Now think about that. That's 3 weeks of working 9 to 5. No lunch break, no distractions, 120 hours of my life to tell you a story that lasts 4 minutes. So why does it take so long? Because there's nothing intelligent about it. AI might ask, sit down, try using nothing but words to force a machine to mirror exactly what's in your head onto a digital canvas. And only until you do that will you truly understand why it had to be a marketing team that named it artificial intelligence. Because an engineering team would have called it artificial retardation. Because to get what you want, it's just relentless iteration over and over, modifying text prompts, fine-tuning outputs, adjusting virtual lighting, shifting the placement of make-believe camera angles. It's 100% perseverance. And in the end, it provides me with a finished product I'm comfortable putting my name on. It's not the machine controlling me. It's me controlling the machine. I'm like, machine, we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. But we're not stopping until you do my evil bidding. So understanding all of that, and I can hear all of you asking the same exact question in unison. Sam, if it takes 5 times longer and you know there are people out there who won't like it, why do you do it? Why poke the bear? The real answer? Because it gives me something I've never had before, a way to visually replicate what I see in my head onto a digital canvas. So you see exactly what I saw as I saw it when I thought it into existence. Let me explain why that's so powerful. Hypothetically, if the foundation of what I'm trying to explain to you sparks a visual image in my mind where I'm climbing a mountain in the Swiss Alps, I'm wearing lederhosen, there's a goat on my back who's inexplicably rocking a pirate hat, while my chosen method of keeping myself from falling to a horrendously violent death is to use chewing gum instead of ice axes. Oh, and then on top of all of that, I'm also singing an oldie but goodie from a Cherokee Indian tribe. Now, how on earth can we synchronize that image between the two of us? See, with AI, I no longer have to accept the mindset of, I guess this is as good as it's going to get. And then I toss a string of words in your general direction where it looks like something you brought home from IKEA. I'm asking you to lie all the pieces out on a table and reconstruct the exact image I had in my head from a series of letters you have to first assemble into words. And those words have slightly different meaning because we all have different field of experience. So our interpretation of words is slightly different based upon our life. And then to raise the difficulty level even further, you don't get a quick start guide. Let me give you an example. I say the word rich. Well, that's totally subjective. To some of you, a person who has $100 in their pocket makes them rich. To others, 10,000 in savings means rich. Yet another group believes if you don't have 10 million in some offshore account in the Caymans, you're barely scraping by as a card-carrying member of the lower middle class. But AI allows me to show you my interpretation of what rich means. And that matters. To a creator, that matters. What I'm saying is AI gives me the tools to take what lived in my imagination and project it with precision. That's frame for frame, beat for beat, scene for scene. And that's not laziness. As a storyteller, that's complete creative control. And that's something creators have never had before, at least not without a multi-million-dollar Hollywood budget and a huge team of professional graphic artists and scriptwriters. And let's not forget, I still write every single word, every line, every stupid joke, every transition, everything. Whether it's my face talking straight to the camera or my likeness climbing a mountain in lederhosen, it's me. me. So if the message is all mine and the graphics allow me to perfectly replicate the content from my mind to the perception in yours, what exactly is your problem with it? And why wouldn't you want small business owners to be able to deliver information to potential customers that up until very recently was only available to large corporations with deep pockets? I'm talking about the implementation of technology that has leveled the playing field between the little guy and corporate America, at least from a marketing perspective. So I'd like to hear from anyone with an opinion. What part of that causes you excessive pain and discomfort? What part of that turns you off? I guess the real question is, are you truly against the medium itself, or is it just unfamiliar and uncomfortable? Because if it's simply something you don't understand, then why wouldn't the mere fact that it's making someone else's life easier, more creative, or more effective, why wouldn't that be good enough for you to keep an open mind? Because getting old is inevitable, but looking old and feeling old and being that guy who sits there and yells, "Get off my lawn!" I'm not being facetious. That's what you look like.
Feel the light. With Viking you can win this fight. Follow us, your guiding light. Vikings here to make it right. Through to make it right.